Greetings, this is Foul and Hot. I'm just got back from the barbers. It looks alright. Pretty much one thing I found out is that, I don't have it on me. It's over here. I'm having a lot of split ends. Like a shit ton of split ends, right? And most of them are around here. I found out that it's because I'm wearing this. Now what I do is I open it up, if I can. I'm not doing it right now, but I open it up. It's a buff, basically. Been wearing them for years. Throw it over, put it around my neck, lift it up so it's like here. And then I pull it over. So it's wrapped around here, and then I pull it over. And what that does is it keeps the hair out of my eyes and lifts the back hair here, because in this weather, it is fucking hot. And my hair is quite thick, so it's like having a permanent scarf around your neck. But unfortunately, because I'm wearing this most days, nearly all day, what's happening is it's choking my hair and it's causing breakage. Because it's not getting enough oxygen, it's drying out, and it's snapping. So I need to stop wearing them. I need to just deal with the hair in my face, or use these fucking things. Now, I've used these multiple times before, but I always find they just end up falling out. One thing I noticed as well, as soon as I left the barbers, my anxiety went whoosh. And I've noticed this has been happening recently, right? I am much better these days at social interaction. However, the moment it ends, and it's just me and my own thoughts, my anxiety just charges through the roof. So it's not affecting me as much in the moment. It hits me when I'm no longer masking as much, or as actively masking, or anything like that. Because I say actively, I don't do it intentionally a lot of the time. I've done it for so years, it's natural. I just often describe it as like, unless I'm entirely on my own, no one can see me, no one can hear me, it's just me alone, but unless I'm in that situation, I'm masking, I'm putting on some kind of performance, some kind of show. I'm always me. I can't be fake. I'm never someone other than me. However, I curate elements of myself, I hide elements of myself, I lower elements of myself in certain environments because I don't want to bring too much attention to myself or anything like that, right? And it's not a conscious effort. I've done this for so long that I no longer think about it. I just do it, and it's hard. It's impossible to switch off, right? So my anxiety went through the fucking roof as soon as I left, and this has happened a bunch of times recently where in the moment I'm absolutely fine for the most part. You know, I'm laughing along with people, I'm having conversations, and I'll tell you, the conversation about how crazy society is getting with certain things, I'm not mentioning it here. If you know me, if you know this channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you get all of your information from the internet or the news media, like the mainstream media or anything like that, papers, television, radio, mainstream publications, or the internet, you would be led to believe that you are in the minority in thinking the world has gone fucking insane. You're not. You're actually in the majority. You go out there, you talk to the basic people, at least where I live. It'll be different depending on where you go. But if you just talk to the common people out there, everyone's on the same page. And it's not hate. It's not hate. You know, like, we were talking basically about them knowing someone who was, as a kid, they were gay, and they don't like the way their parents treated them for that. They caused them problems later on in life because they wouldn't accept it. They didn't take it seriously. Here's the best response, right? Somebody comes out as gay, bi, whatever. Okay. Because it doesn't matter. It only matters if you make it matter. Doesn't matter. They're the same person. Doesn't fucking matter. You don't make a big deal out of it. You don't throw a parade, and you don't throw a shit fit. If it's normal, you don't need to jump up and down over it. And it's fucking normal. But anyway. But obviously everyone agrees that pretty much a lot of this shit has gone too far. Not just that. I mean, this woman used the word woke. She used the word woke, and she's not my age. You know? People know this shit. People know. And it's so cathartic to listen to someone in the general public go off on this, because I tell you, it's the amount of passion that comes out of people when they talk about this is really cathartic to listen to, because you can tell that they feel like they cannot speak. They feel so frustrated by how things have gone. These are not hateful people. These are people who believe that, who can see that the world has gone fucking insane, that certain types of people, not groups, mind you, not everyone under the rainbow, not everyone with this characteristic, but certain mentalities have completely taken over. Co-opted movements that used to be humanitarian. And I'll tell you, it's so fucking cathartic when I'm out in public and someone goes off on this, because you can hear the passion, you can hear the frustration in their voice. And it's because people, they think they live in a madhouse. But this is what touching grass is, by the way. This is getting out there, finding the salt of the earth people, the normal, average, everyday fucking people, the real people out there, and not the ideologue cultist you find because an internet algorithm has pushed you in a specific direction. The real people. They're not hateful. In fact, they're very loving and they care greatly about human rights issues. And that's why they hate this shit. But anyway, I love hearing it every time. It's so cathartic just listening to the same frustration I have come from other people. In other news, I got weighed this Monday and I am 15.7. So, and you can tell. Look how fat I've got. You can see it in my face. You can see it here. This is a large. I've put on a lot of weight. I'm off HelloFresh now. This last week was my last week of HelloFresh, and it was lovely, but it was too much. And I used a lot of stuff I wouldn't have otherwise ate or had, like creme fraiche and sauces and oiling salads and chips. A bunch of things I wouldn't otherwise eat. Never eat, right? And just much bigger portions. So, hopefully by the end of this week, I will have lost weight. In fact, I know I will. I'm not even confident. I know I will, because the way I'm eating is completely different. I had a meal the other day that was... actually, having that meal made me realize just how much I've been eating. Because having that meal the other day, it's like... It's a bit of chicken, a portobello mushroom, and a shit ton of spinach. And it was a drop in the ocean compared to what I was eating. With sauces and extra oils and a bunch of other shit, right? So, I'm in this mentality right now where I recognize I'm going backwards, and I keep beating myself. If you're a friend of mine, or if you know me in real life, you know that I'm not shutting up about this, because I am terrified of becoming that fat fuck I was, where I couldn't walk up to the local shopping area without being like... in like my mid to late 20s, walking around like I was fucking 70. And now I'm bopping fucking everywhere. You can't stop me. Like, even now, like, I'm a lot bigger than I have been over the past few years. This is the heaviest I've been in like 3-4 years, right? Since I started 2019. This is that, not since I've started. Because when I started, I was like 24, 25 stone, right? Currently, I'm 15.7. I want to get back down to 11 or 12 stone. That's about right for me. I want my face, I want to be able to see this bit again. Because you can see how rounded my face is. Admittedly, the hair is not helping with that as well. If I move the hair, it looks thinner. It's just the way my hair lands, it makes me look rounder. But I'm still bigger. I'm at least in the mentality right now where it doesn't feel hopeless. Because I'm not going to bullshit here. It's not just HelloFresh. This has been a problem for a while. The reason why I'm putting on weight is because I'm going back to old habits. I'm eating my feelings away, and I'm eating shite, and I'm having random fucking obsessions with bad food. I'm ordering takeout when I really shouldn't, like Costa Coffee and things like that, or Greg's. I really shouldn't be doing any of this, right? I'm not going to sit here and bullshit and be like, I don't know what happened, I'm doing everything right. No, you're not. I'm not. I'm fucking myself up, right? But I am heavily affected by food. What I eat really does affect my mood. And I know this so well now because of keeping an eye on my mood after I eat something. If I eat something with with gluten in, like a lot of gluten, like or something like really greasy or processed, like heavily processed, I feel it. My mood drops. Just like if I get up early in the morning, I have a better mood than if I sleep in. I actually feel tired if I sleep in. If I get up at like 5, 6, 7, I'm like I am today. It's weird, but I am monitoring my mood and how my daily life affects it. And it's crazy, all the little things that have a knock-on effect on my energy levels, my general mood, my willpower, and all sorts. So I was having stuff that was having a negative knock-on effect, resulting in me having more of that stuff, right? And I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm still doing it, but at least it's going to lower down, and the better my weight gets, the better I'm going to feel, the less likely it's going to happen. And I'm currently this week in a decent mood because I have faith that I'm going to be losing a decent amount of weight this week, especially if I'm bouncing around and I'm doing cardio. I just got back in. I'm going out again. I'm going to be buying some pots. I bought these gorgeous flowers, stunningly beautiful flowers the other day. I've never seen real flowers around here that you can just get from a greengrocer's that look that beautiful. They are gorgeous. Beautiful, like vibrant, like pinks, purples, and things like that. I bought them. I've got a relative going shopping today. He's going to pick me up some soil. And I'm going to go out and get the pots. So I'm going to buy 2 pots, pick him up 1 or 2 things, and then come home. So, more walking I'm doing today. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like, sometimes I don't even get everything when I go shopping, just to give me an excuse to go back up there during the week. The worst thing I can do is just sit around and fuck all, or do fuck all, because the weather's getting warm now, and I fucking hate the heat, and the heat makes me want to do fucking nothing. So the more I can use these psychological, mental fucking tricks to motivate myself, the better. And that's a lot of what my life is. It's tricking myself into doing things that I should be doing. Things like, when I go to bed, I put the phone on charge out of reach. So when my alarm goes, I have to get out of bed. I'm not knocking the alarm off or going back to sleep or picking the phone up and browsing for an hour. I need to physically get out of bed. And once I'm up, I'm up. But it's that transition from laying to up that is a problem. Even though I know doing it will be better for me in multiple ways, doing it is difficult. Apparently this is called executive dysfunction, which is a thing in both autism and ADHD, which I'm learning. ADHD is something that I am going to definitely be looking into because it's possible that a family member has it. I have a few friends with it, and I'm finding that I'm just knowing more people with it. And I like to know things. I believe that I'm an Enneagram Type 5 with 4, or a 4 with 5. So I have traits of someone who I am only comfortable a lot of the time if I feel as if I know, right? Like, knowledge is power kind of person, right? And even the way I said that, I do not know for a fact that I am this, which is why I've worded it in the way I have. I feel strongly that I'm a 4 with 5 or a 5 with 4, but I don't know yet. But a Type 5 is someone who relies heavily on knowledge and knowing as much as possible. And I think that's why I am. So I know basically nothing about ADHD beyond 1 or 2 little things. And if autism is anything to go on, a lot of what I think I know, I probably don't, and I'm just falling for a stereotype. So that is something I desperately need to look into, just so I'm going to know it for a family member and friends and things like that, because, yeah, it's accommodating other people with issues that's similar to mine. I feel as if it's something I should know, right? But, yeah, anyway, so I'm going to go out again. I'm going to buy these pots. I'll upload this when I'm home. But, yeah, like, anxiety's through the fucking roof. It's actually one of the reasons I'm recording this, to just get everything out of my system, calm the fuck down, and then get out again. But, yeah, it's weird how the anxiety has changed a little bit, where it's still there, but it feels like when I'm socializing, I'm focusing so much on the moment that I don't realize the anxiety is there. Like, it's having an effect on me all the way up until I leave that interaction. I'm on my own for a little bit, and boom, it hits me at once. Because I recognize it at once. Right? I recognize it. And then it feels like it's hit me at once, and like I'm about to have a fucking heart attack. It's terrible, but at least I'm better at socializing, so give or take. You know, I'd rather have this than be crippled at all time in social situations, you know? Making myself feel worse. And the thing is, when I'm saying people are going to assume, oh, you're analyzing everything you're saying, and, you know, over-analyzing and beating yourself up. I'm not. That's the thing. That's something I've done before and do on occasion. But I'm not. I'm not analyzing it and beating myself up. The interaction went fine. It was a great conversation. I really enjoy that Bobbers. I really enjoy her. She's a woman after my own heart. Doesn't drink. Loves fucking animals. You know, like, apparently she used to play fucking Tekken. I'm not a fighting game player. A friend of mine is, but I'm not. But the idea of a woman of her age being like, fuck yeah, PlayStation Tekken, that's fucking beautiful. So, yeah, the interaction was great. There was even a guy sat waiting for his turn that we were having a chat with as well, like, the three of us. It was great. I enjoyed myself. And then I left and it all hit me at once. Because that's the thing. It's like, I'm better at communicating. I can appear more like an extrovert now, but it's still there. And it's never going away. It's never going away. Who knows? Maybe one day I can work. Maybe. I don't want to try because I feel like if I do, all the government will see is that I have, thus I can. So even if I only last like half a week and then just completely crumble, which I know will happen, you know, the government are like, well, look, you've done it, so you can do it, so fuck you. I feel like it will bite me in the ass if I try, basically. That's why I don't do it. Occasionally I'm doing well and I'm feeling like I could, but then I know I couldn't, because anyway, but yeah, it's one of those things, man. You know, little improvements and then knock right back. But yeah, obviously I'm feeling some kind of stress or whatnot, but more than usual because I've been putting weight on like crazy. I'm still eating to comfort myself. I'm still eating out of habit. My issues with food never went away. What actually happened was I developed an autistic obsession with weight loss. And that was extremely beneficial. And I no longer have that autistic obsession. So it's become a lot harder. Hyperfixation, basically. I'm no longer hyperfixated. So I'm more likely to be dragged into something else or let myself do something else. But I'll lose it. Because I like how much fitter I feel. At the age of 33, I feel younger than I have done in years. I feel fitter than I have been in years, because I am. And someone as young as me shouldn't be walking around like they're in the fucking 70s. It just shouldn't happen. You know? But anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. I've only got like a minute, I think, before this thing also shuts off. So, I'm hoping this was entertaining. I actually don't upload YouTube videos that much anymore. I've said this before. A lot of the time I record them and never upload them. That might happen to this. You know if you see it, whether it's happened or not. So I get it out my system and then I just don't upload it. Or I am frightened that I'll worry certain friends or family members because I'm doing so much better now, especially outwardly, that if they see me going backwards, they're like, oh shit. And I have family members that are as bad as my mother when it comes to making mountains out of molehills. So when it comes to shit like this, it's nice to have supportive family and friends, but at the same time, calm the fuck down. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm almost out of time. Bye for now. Hope you've enjoyed. I'm going.